Someone is about to hit the lottery. Someone is about to hit a scratch off. I'm picking up scratch off energy, lottery energy. Something about a big check or a big promotion is definitely something large, upwards of $1,000 or more. Yeah, I'm also hearing 5 stars. You may get 5-star reviews as well on feedback around a creative endeavor that you embarked on. So if you embarked on like any type of creative endeavor, you're creating something. This could be your art. You may get like a really big sale. I am picking up energy about a sale. Like selling of your products or selling of your goods and services. You're going to get like a really large tip from someone that really enjoyed your services. I am picking up that energy. There's also a new beginning. Okay, it's going to feel like a lucky season. Okay, that's the best way I could describe it. Yeah, you have coins, goals. So you accomplishing some of your goals. You're about to see a lot of influx in your creative endeavors. Okay, if you have any talents and gifts, that as well. Something that you personally wanted to achieve is coming through for you. And this door is going to be like the first step to so many different things. It's like a gateway, right? You fall in love with one thing and it's the fruit, the tree that just keeps giving, right? You got like the seeds, the recipe, or something about you have the secret recipe, you got the secret sauce, you got the juice. I'm hearing you're being given wisdom, you're being given inspiration. This feels more like you've already have it, so you have it on the way. So whoever you are, Taurus, you have I'm picking up Taurians that have projects, ideas. You've been writing it down. I'm seeing someone jotting down different creative ideas. You've been in this energy of research and getting the details together to really embark on this new creative endeavor, this new creative adventure. You're feeling healed as well, like you're ready to love again. So your sacral chakra has been healing. A lot of negative energy has been wiped and cleared out of your sacral chakra. So now you're about to feel extremely creative again. Like you can dance, you're not having creative blocks. So a lot of creative blocks are being removed from your energy fields, your chakras. Negativity won't be able to exist in your energy body. This was a blockage that spirit had been trying to get you to work on. So major confirmation for those of you that have been doing light language, you've been doing meditations, healing, frequency healing, things of that nature. So if that's you and that resonates with you, today's channel message may be for you. All right. If you are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you are returning, welcome back, you guys. TT is here with another channel message. Let's get this one. Yeah, transformation. There's a completion of transformation here, and you're about to be rewarded. Yeah, something comes full circle. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Strong confirmations for those of you where this is your birthday. Well, I mean, it's everyone's birthday, right? In the month of May, this is a Taurus channel. But specifically where you made a wish. Okay, I'm picking up someone that made a wish. And you weren't selfish with this wish. I feel like for some of you, you asked just for, like to let your person go, or you asked to let anyone go that isn't meant to be in your life. You let go of control. You let go of resisting this transformation, you really embraced it. And since you've done that embracing energy, now you're about to get the other side of this reward for going through this transformation and remaining dedicated. That's what I'm hearing, because this feels like it was very difficult. For some of you, you made a vow of celibacy. I'm hearing that. I'm also hearing a vow to wait for your person. Okay. Recently. I'm also seeing S on a chest. So it's like superhuman. I'm hearing Transformers, robots in disguise. I'm also hearing suplex. Superhero. Some of you, you're getting like a reward with a reward from the universe for doing this transformation work. It feels like a business soulmate for some of you. There's going to be some type of partnership, collaboration, something to do with your life purpose. That's what I'm picking up on. For others of you, it feels like you're getting a romantic soulmate and a business soulmate. So this may be you and your romantic soulmate go into business together. It has something to do like devotion. That's what I'm hearing. Devotion, dedication to your journey and your purpose. Someone recently had a breakthrough, an epiphany, and they know without a shadow of a doubt now who their divine feminine is. You or your person is, you or your counterpart, let's say your counterpart, have been going through this transformation for a great time now, okay? Whatever was blocking someone from being able to spiritually connect with their higher self, that blockage has been removed. There could have been like a sexual attachment, I'm hearing, that was restricting this communication or restricting this transformation from completing. Someone recently severed that commitment or severed that tie. There could have been a soul tie as well that was established in the spiritual realm. Okay. Yeah, the rose energy. I want to say Archangel Seraphon is ushering in a new earth or a new grid from your current reality. It's like a crystallining grid that I'm seeing here. The symbol of the rose, if I'm not mistaken, is Archangel Seraphon. Whatever this is, it took a lot of confidence to bring in, to reestablish this connection with your higher self, to reestablish this connection with your archangels, your spirit guides. Someone has removed blockages around their sacral chakra that was preventing them from receiving direct communication from their spiritual team, but it feels like from certain higher frequency level archangels, all right, or guides in general. Yeah, so now this abundance can come in. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Yeah, Phoenix rising. So we have 25, 27, 32, and 1. It's going to feel like hitting the lottery. That's the way this is going to show up for you. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So someone's soul searching journey We could have been on a pursuit or on this journey, searching for something, searching for the right type of connections, partnerships, collaborations, soul tribe. And it's like everyone's hands is in agreement. All right. Someone could have had a ceremony recently, a reward ceremony. I'm seeing a marriage ceremony. Definitely your spiritual ancestors, guides, they're on the other side, extremely ecstatic about some type of commitment that you have done. Commitment to remain in a certain high vibration, commitment to remain in a certain frequency. Let's see. Some of you have really committed yourself to your self-love journey. You're letting your walls down. You're being more vulnerable with your inner child. And you're just dedicated to caring for yourself. You're dedicated to seeing the truth and not, believing in a facade or a fantasy. It feels like a reality has kicked in as well. So you may experience a lot of different crown chakra tingles in your scalp. I'm feeling like trickling of like where you're way more sensitive now. You're way more vulnerable. Like you can feel certain small, subtle energies, but it's like of a high vibration. You can feel their hands on you. You may be able to feel the spiritual realm a whole lot closer than you have in a while. It feels refreshing. Trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Yeah, this is for my Taurians that have relinquished control. You have committed yourself through this transformation process. Like, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to focus on my purpose. I'm ready to get up and get moving. I'm ready to follow. I'm ready to do the inner child work. I give myself away so you can use me. My life is not my own. To you I belong. Oh, I give myself to you. So someone could be getting baptized in the name. I'm hearing a lot of gospel songs. Like I said, this is listening to certain music frequencies that call out to you, that keep you in this calm, tranquilic state of being. We have divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. So yeah, this is dedicated, recommitting yourself to your spiritual journey for sure. So I know one thing's for sure. You're in a relationship with your higher self. You're in a relationship with the divine heart. I allow love to lead. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can allow love to lead my life. May I offer myself completely to the highest, so all may occur as needed. Grant me peace and contentment wherever I am. Use me for the greatest good. Yeah, this is your sanctuary. Some of you guys have reestablished your sanctuary spaces with your guides, your spiritual team, your orishas, your deities, whatever it is that you do. I'm seeing a plethora, like going to your altars, journaling more, really healing, waking up, pulling cards for yourselves, speaking directly to yourself, the God consciousness within you, and just being okay. Like, I'm provided for. I'm good. You're in flow. So if you've been doing that, this is confirmation for you that you're in the right state of flow. You're in the right state of being. Whatever you're doing to transmute these experiences, transmute, like every single day before you go to sleep, you pray. When you wake up, you pray. Throughout the day, you check in. This is you taking accountability and responsibility for all the different, for your moods, how things make you feel, your emotional triggers. And it's a blessing. It's bringing in your heart's desires, your truest heart's desires. So all of your mundane problems, you're giving it as a sacrament to spirit. It's like I'm offering it up. I'm releasing it, relinquishing it. If you can't get over it, you can't get around it, you're going through it. So if you're going through it right now and you're just doing what you know best, doing what works for you on a day-to-day basis to deal with the everyday human experience, keep doing it. You're attracting great fortune. You're attracting positive rewards. And you're in a positive cycle. You're in a positive flow. This is your season. This is your time. I feel like right now your third wheel, your third party energy is the divine. Your third party energy is your spirit guides. It's you, your spirit guides, and whatever your purpose is. Many of you, you're devoting yourself to focus on your purpose. So we're going to pull some abundance cards because I just feel like right now abundance is really your blessing. I'm seeing like being able to save money and be able to have enough left over to really enjoy your life and have better experiences. Like your bank account is about to increase. Spirit, what exactly is this abundance? A windfall of abundance. I said, what is this abundance? A windfall of abundance. So it's coming in all forms. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. What I told you, the power of prayer. You pray for this. Give this situation. So you prayed, all right? And then the divine said, give this over to me and trust me. And you did it. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing. And be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So this is the confirmation that those prayers that you put up, those candles you burned, the things that you did to devote yourself back to your life purpose, back to your journey. You may have fell off for a while, but you're like, I'm recommitted, I'm amped up, I'm energized, I know where I'm going, I know what I want to do, I'm ready to embark on this journey. Some of you guys, you may not have physically did anything in the flesh, but you did it spiritually. All right, welcome back. It's like you're back on your shits. Okay, some of y'all are tithing. Okay, you're going back to church. You're going back to pray. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's what works for you. And that's exactly what you're meant to do. Bottom of the deck, we have donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So this is why this abundance of windfall is coming towards you. You've been extremely charitable. The reasons why you're doing it, your intentions are pure. You don't have to fight for this. this is what was blocking your money. Something was blocking your money, and I feel like in some way I heard TNT. Something could have been dynamite. Something could have unexpectedly happened to you in your everyday life. And that became like a distraction where you weren't really able to commit or devote to your spiritual practices. Maybe you had to move or you had to transit. But as you were going through this transition, I'm seeing like having to like put your spiritual items away, having to like move in with other people or go through this transition kind of put you in a box a little bit. And the more that you focused on the problem, it created a lot of spiritual blockages for you, especially when it comes to like, how am I going to get out of this situation? How am I going to tap back into my calling? How am I going to afford this bill? Sometimes, you know, the everyday bills that come in the mail, that could be a quick distraction. You get this large ass bill coming in the mailbox and it's a ticket. You weren't expecting it. You're already, you know, utilizing your savings to maintain what you already have. And it can trick us a little bit. It can make us start to think, I got to hustle. I got to work harder. But really, for those of you with this divine calling over your life, with this purpose, this relationship that you have spiritually, when you step into your divinity, right? When you come out of the matrix, you start to see how time is the illusion and the transitions around these transits support you, right? We're talking astrology at this point. So some of you may be studying astrology or you were studying it. It feels like it's not a fall off. It's kind of like you may have went through a season of feeling uninspired throughout this transition. Like, I'm uninspired to get on my knees and pray again, or I'm uninspired. I'm exhausted from sticking to this journey and not knowing what's on the other end. The unexpected sensation of not knowing is very uncomfortable. It's like placing your heart in an invisible friend, right? Placing all of your hopes, your dreams, and your desires into something invisible because you can't see it, you can't touch it. It's just a knowing. But when you focus more on your frequency and the way that you feel, you're starting to see how you transition through these lessons a lot faster. You transition through these experiences with less resistance. You start to feel like, oh wow, every day's a surprise. Every day's a miracle. Today is always the day. And you see how in this picture, like, she's staring up and all these messengers in the bird. I feel like by winter 2023, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. Especially if you go back to, if you're in this season of like, I'm about to get back on my shit. I'm about to start tithing. I'm about to start offering to my ancestors. I'm about to start really working with my orishas. I'm about to really get back on my my divine purpose. When you're doing things that you love and you're doing things that make you feel happy, it doesn't feel like work. But for a minute, the things that you had to go through, it made it feel like work. Like, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And that's survival mode. So something in your life in the past tripped your flight and fight mode. Okay, it triggered your fight or flight mode, and it put you in a headspace where you thought for a moment you had to push, make it happen, and eventually you were depleting yourself because you were utilizing your own energy force. But when you tap back into this divine consciousness and the divine flow, you start swimming again. So you go from feeling like you're drowning and sinking into swimming with the current, going with the flow, grooving with the beat. and all is well. But sometimes those major tests, those things that knock us off our feet as we're going through those major changes and transitions in our life, it can do that to us. It can trick us into believing that we're in it on our own, and it's a very subtle manipulation. Necessarily, it's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. Every time you look at those scenarios with great optimism, you earn a token of residual wealth. You earn a token of like a creative idea that's going to go viral, or a new choreography, or a new written song that you come up with. And it has a lot to do with how you choose to perceive those experiences that you go through, right? You can look at them from a positive light, or you can look at it from a negative light. Either way, both are going to render you either a positive reaping or a negative reaping, but the wheel will keep moving whether you're actively participating or not. Okay. And the way that I'm talking, it makes me feel like some of you may have had your throat chakra restricted, or you may have felt like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to start the conversation with my guides. I don't really know. Do I start off by saying amen? Do I close by saying amen? Do I say ashe? Do I say hallelujah? You know, there's just a lot of different things that where it's like, I got to get back to me. I got to get back to what works for me, and not be distracted by what's over there. And I feel like a lot, in some way, the outside world started to fold in on you from the past. And this may have been through this Mercury retrograde, where you're like, oh my God, the past is coming back. It could be overwhelming, and how it will manifest is differently for everyone. But it can really manifest some unexpected, some unwanted experiences, you know, which creates discomfort. So you get all tensed, and you're trying to be politically correct, and you're trying to say the right thing because you don't want to come off as being ungrateful or upset with your spirit guides, or some of you don't want to be upset with God. But truthfully, I feel like when you just let it all out, I feel like that's what you did. Like, you just had a moment where you just like, God, I'm angry, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? You let it all out to the right person. And now that you have let it all out, you feel better. You may have been feeling like you needed to vent, or get something off your chest. You could have journaled about it. But this is really like God saying, come as you are. You don't have to have the right words when speaking to me. You don't have to have everything perfect. And sometimes you just don't know, but you definitely figured it out. And God will do that. God will show up in your life and bring in many blessings for you, just to prove to you that you're not alone. We'll bring in certain people, confirmation, signs, and synchronicities, just to prove to you that they got that letter that you sent, just to prove to you that you're doing a great job. That strengthens your connection, right? With your higher self, with divine consciousness, and all that great energy. So the obstacles, blockages are lifted. Bottom of your deck. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, you're in a positive flow again. Congratulations, Taurus. Congratulations, Taurus. Excuse me. All that belching, burping, purging, crying. Look at that. Even in your journey cards, another transformation. It's like one after another after another. You had a lot coming at you at once. I got love all over me. Keep going. Curiosity. So where are we going now, Taurus? Where is this new rabbit hole taking us? What new energy will I be able to tap into that Taurus collective? Oh, you're going to have a lot of confirmation. My right ear just went out. So you're going wherever the good Lord sends you. They want you to know that every rabbit hole that you dive into, every like new idea or research that you delve into, you are made to feel curious about it, because that's exactly where the divine wants you to explore. So you're going to be getting different new energies coming towards you in the form of, I don't know, like new mentors, new teachers, new tarot readers, new oracles. You're going to be drawn to like, let me see what that person over there is talking about. Let me see what that person over there is talking about. Let me just shop around. Let me just be curious George out here. That's a confirmation for you that that's where the divine wants you right now. Watching, paying attention, studying, researching. Actively engaging with the spiritual prompts that are sent your way, right? You may see like a quick glance of something. It's like I'm seeing someone take a walk and you see something and it's like, interesting. When you have that like aha moment, Spirit wants you to like take a mental screenshot with your eyes, like a mental screenshot. Because what you saw is actually going to lead up to something else. So it's like, as you're on this road, you see how this is making me think of red pill, blue pill. Red pill, blue pill. So yes, with the red pill, this is like going the long route. Keep going. Just existing, just surviving, right? Just waking up every single day doing the same thing over and over again. And it starts to feel extremely mundane, but it's also so predictable. I feel like that's where you came from, where you just was like, just keep going, just keep your head up straight. You know where you're going, you have a destination, and I feel like you removed the destination. A part of trusting the divine required that you remove this attachment to arriving at a destination. And when you removed that attachment to arriving at a destination, you opened up a door, Alice in Wonderland. So now you can come back into the garden, I heard. Now you can come back into this vibe. It's like a vibe, a frequency. Now you can tap back into this wonder, this magic. The type of magic that makes your pupils dilate and you feel like all your chakras are opening up at one time and you're having this kundalini type of experience. You have a very special key to a very special realm that not many people get to experience. So what you gather while you're there on your adventure is going to be a wonder. It's going to feel like a wonderland. Follow your bliss. And then with this blue pill energy, it's making me feel like a straight shot. Like you get there quicker. You don't have to go around and about. seeking validation from other people. You don't have to care what people say about you. You don't have to focus on the naysayers. You don't have to try to be nice to people, kiss their ass just to climb the corporate ladder. You go straight. You skip all these different levels of people that feel like they're God, and you're going straight to the source. And anytime that you're going straight to the source, you're on the right path. I'm picking up strong Aries energy. Okay, strong Aries rising, Aries Venus. Mysticism as well. So Aries, Mars. I said Mars, but I meant to say moon. Let me spray something. Okay, I like it. It's a new day. And it feels like you're going through a portal. What's a porter? I don't know. I said porter. I can't even talk right now. It's confirmation for anyone that's been experiencing like stuttering spells or like your words glitching. That's a side effect to entering this realm. It's like you get there faster. You do something so much easier, and it's about the frequency. It's not about how long it should take or consistency and just strategically trying to do it all by yourself. This is you really in a state of divine flow. And that's what's bringing in this windfall of abundance. You're going to go through this portal, come back out like Alice in Wonderland, shrink and be large. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all may have had that moment like Alice in Wonderland where she sat there and she started pouting and crying. And then it just turned out to work in her favor because her tears kind of brought everything up to her. And then she was like, oh, there is what I need. And that's kind of like the wonder that I see here. It's like anytime that you go through these experiences, you fall down, but something just miraculously happens that gets you out of a sticky situation, that gets you out of an uncomfortable energy. And it has a lot to do with anytime you go and say, and you go and talk to God directly. Anytime that because you're a child divine. So anytime that you go talk to God directly, anytime that you go and make an agreement, an arrangement with the divine, you're always supported. Okay. It's like, my child, you wanted to do it your way, so we let you do it your way. And now that you realize that didn't work, you can come back and do it this way. Because this keep going card just makes me feel like pushing through, like trying to bulldoze your way through a door rather than letting it happen organically was only triggering your inner child pride and ego, trying to make it happen, write it into existence, force it to happen faster. That was creating a delay. A very big delay. Trying to get somewhere quickly will always create a delay. Trying to grow up fast will always create a delay. Trying to be successful, wealthy, for security reasons. Trying to achieve a high status for stability. Just being too preoccupied with the financial matters, right? The bills, the expectations, all those different things was restricting this Midas touch that you have, this luck, favor. Let's get some more cards. Yeah, you live and you learn. I feel like in the past, someone wanted you to trust them. They wanted you to have allegiance to them. It feels like a person. Okay, because you have trust here. It's like someone wanted you to blindly trust them and just see where it goes. I'll be loyal to you. I promise I'll never hurt you. But anytime you've ever had that experience where you put your trust in another woman or you put your trust in another man, you've always been disappointed, right? You've always felt like, I knew this was going to happen. I went against my better judgment and I decided to proceed forward with it. And now I'm learning a very hard lesson about putting on rose-colored glasses when I know better, putting on a facade when I know better, being anyone else, just to keep a friend or just to have a partnership never ends well. Like someone wanted you to stay with them. It's like, stay with me, don't leave me, hold on to me, remain my friend. And then calling it love, right? Loyalty is oftentimes mistaken for love, right? Being loyal to someone is like a version of love that a lot of times as people, that's what we do. And we learn a hard lesson that no matter what, we will outgrow each other. And if we're not outgrowing each other, we're staying stagnant, right? If we're not aging up and learning certain things in union and out of union, we're subscribing to our own narrative, right? We're subscribing to our own system of training. A lot of times with this living you learn card, this is conditioned, right? Conditioned that what loyalty looks like. You just stick it out longer than necessary because you love that person. No real concrete type of devotion. It's more or less superficial in nature because it's comforting, right? It is comforting when you can hold someone else responsible for hurting you. That type of responsibility makes you feel validated, makes your ego feel like, you were able to create some type of contract between you and someone where they will never hurt you. So help them God, because of the fact that y'all swore an allegiance to each other. And then when you outgrow that friend or you outgrow that relationship, they become your enemy. It shouldn't have to be that way. We should be growing with our contracts. We should be revitalizing them, establishing new ones that work for us and don't work for us. And there should be the freedom to also explore both, right? And be grateful for the love and companionship that we share with one another. But not knowing if a person's going to always be in your life, we can tend to try to make a false narrative through like, I keep showing up for you. I keep doing this to prove to you that I'm loyal, to prove to you that I want to be with you. Someone may have wanted you to do that as well. I am picking up this energy, like to just keep going on with this whole narrative, like, oh, we're just friends. But we never leave each other's side. It's like at one point somebody wanted you to just subscribe to just friends with benefits, or they wanted you to subscribe to blindly sticking it out with them and being loyal to them and getting through anything together. And sometimes subscribing to that sounds good at one point, but you'll start to realize very quickly that you're sacrificing loving yourself, that you've allowed someone to trick you and manipulate you. And then they use the fear of losing you as a way to hold on to you. But they're just happy they just don't want to lose you and what they already have. It's like, I don't want to lose my friendship with you, so I'm going to hold on to you energetically. Okay? And I want you to trust me because I'm never going to leave you no matter what. You and your person in some way, shape, form, or fashion have been dealing with this same type of transformation of these prior conditions revolved around trust, loyalty, and companionship. And through these experiences, the both of you have been able to see just how those conditions and those agreements that we make subconsciously when we just turn on a podcast and listen to someone say what you're supposed to do in a relationship and how it's supposed to work, can subconsciously or subliminally cause us to make these spiritual agreements that becomes possessive in nature. We become possessive over your business partners. You get jealous if someone works with your business partner over you, or there's jealousy in the workplace, jealousy in your friendships with family, right? You can't even be a great network with other people because it's like, well, you belong to me, you're mine, you're mine. So this mind's possessive energy that's been going on over and over and over and over again, cycle after cycle, is over. So you made an agreement to love yourself. This is like buying yourself a promise ring and giving yourself that commitment that as long as I wear this ring, I give my body, my mind, and my love to God, consecrating that relationship. So you're about to take off. There's about to be so many different doors that are open for you. You're about to excel. 44, 43. The next 10 years for you is about to look very different. Something may feel a little overwhelming, like, oh my God, this is going to be a lot of hard work. Even though you know you're going to be successful, even though you know that it's going to be very victorious, there's some type of fated event happening right now. Waiting for the stars to align. That's gotta tell you the truth. So someone's about to tell you the truth. There's someone that's been in hiding. I heard you can come out now. So there's someone that's been in hiding. Like someone is finally mustering up the courage and the strength, and they're preparing. They're getting ready to come in and speak to you, make something right with you. Yeah, they're about to come and tell you that they care. We're going to dive into this a little bit deeper, y'all, because I'm seeing something here. Someone has something to tell you. Sweetheart. Yeah, someone has something to tell you. Child. Someone's very hesitant to tell you, if they should even tell you, that they are trapped to a situation that they can't get themselves out of right now. I do feel like someone may be telling you as well that they met someone on their journey that they befriended, and that friend may have turned into like that. There's a child here. I can't unsee it. There's an unborn child here. Someone tried to trap somebody with a child. Trying to get someone pregnant, this could be a physical child. This could be a child, like a business together, getting into a business deal together, in pursuit of like career, fame, success, things like that. Deals, contracts, that's still a form of trapping, right? Getting dogs together, cats together, animals. Someone also recently got a reading about how it would turn out if they stuck to a relationship that they were unhappy with for the sake of a child or for the sake of obligation or duty. And that reading came back that either it wasn't their child, or that they could still care and nurture and parent the child, but they didn't have to be together. That it would be a lot more work. Some of y'all have someone, or this is you, Taurus, where Where some of you is, it's something to do with a third party energy. For some of you, the third party energy is a child. So let's talk about this child for a second. For those of you where the third party energy is a child, and you or your person, there's a child involved. Okay, someone wants to be a great parent and they want to step up to the plate. They're not sure if they're ready for that. And even though they care, like, they can't help be drawn to you. Even though they have a child, they can't quite figure out how they got themselves into the situation, how they didn't see it coming, how they didn't see this coming a mile away. But it was fated for this person to learn a very serious lesson about loyalty and having friends around you, and this whole conditioning energy around loyalty and placing trust into another human being, and how it can get you caught up in situations where they preyed on you. They may have been preying on this person as far as wanting to utilize them as a loyal companion, but nothing more than like a really great business partner or someone that they can occasionally have friends with benefits with. And it turned out to be knocked up situation. So now, with all of the responsibilities that come along with the new child and all the responsibilities that come along with co-parenting and all those things, they've been wondering, like, is this something that the two of you can get over? Is this something that the two of you can work through and still have each other? Or will they be forced to stay in that karmic relationship where the lessons are, the purpose of it is the lesson? How will they be able to navigate it? What would you allow? So you do have an energy, for those of you that are dealing with a third party energy and a child involved. That person is asking a lot of questions, and they're having a lot of, like, questions run through their mind about how it would all turn out in the event. That this person tried to come towards you and tell you that they love you and they want to be with you, right? They're really amped up behind a reading, or they're really amped up and excited to get out of their own head and tell you exactly what they've been thinking or the questions that's been on their mind about it. Because this is someone that's a stand-up parent. They've always wanted to be that parent that commits to their family, their children, and things like that. They are a family person. However, I do feel like this person is also currently battling the pressure and the obligation that comes along with it. And if they were loyal to a certain belief system about never, abandoning your children or never abandoning a spouse, those are also karmic lessons that they may be forced to learn. As far as sacrificing themselves, because like I said, this person has been on a journey where a lot of their life lessons come from experience, not so much as listening to what other people say. So if you're stubborn, they're stubborn. Okay. I feel like this person is saying, like, it's too much. It's a lot of preparation. It's a lot to get ready for. Good fortune is here, though. Good fortune is here. Like I said, these are the questions that are coming up in this person's mind that makes them hesitant and confused around if they, if you guys would be able to work together, if you guys would be able to be together. For some of you, I am picking up an energy where someone wants to, with the friendship here, like, let's all just be friends. Let's all just work together. Let's all just, maintain this together. And it's like an easier way for someone here as well, where they feel like we could be a really successful polygamy situation, or we can be a really successful third party energy. If we can all get along, we can all help each other get through life a lot easier versus working against each other. So again, that's another paradigm. That's another program that this person subscribes to that they still have to work through, which is the belief of being able to utilize other people as resources to get ahead faster. That's another subconscious message in their mind, right? Or it's easier with 6 hands instead of 2, It's easier if 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 3 people instead of 2. The relationship is a lot healthier. So they are, like I said, listening to podcasts, listening to different messages, asking themselves different questions, wondering. I'm curious to see if that's something I could maintain with Taurus, or that's something that I could have with Taurus. Can I achieve this with Taurus? So a lot of your decisions in that particular scenario, a lot of your decisions play a role. Like how you stand up for yourself and the boundaries in which you will accept from another person. No matter how much you love them, would you settle for that if it's not something that you genuinely wanted just to make it work? Or would you, draw your boundary and wish this person well and encourage them to do what's best for them? Or would you try to heal them, change their mind, or tell them what they should do? So a lot is going to be coming back to you, Taurus, as far as how you will facilitate this conversation, how you will require the truth, and in what capacity are you willing to express your level of compassion, with whatever news is brought your way. For those of you where this third party is someone's career, their life purpose, and their success, this person that has a third party as their job, their career, they're a workaholic. They work overtime. They work hard for their money. They do things in excess. This person is tired of being alone. All right, they're tired of not having a family. And they are asking themselves that same type of question. Can I still pursue my dreams, or can I still maintain my level of abundance if I invest in a relationship? This may be someone that wanted strictly friendship with you, Taurus, and not something as far as titles. Where we have a great time together, but nothing committal. For those of you where it was nothing committal coming from this connection, where they were obsessing over work and all they care about is their business, their life purpose, their money, their reputation. This feels like an introvert as well. This isn't someone that likes a lot of people. This is someone that if they had a child, they wouldn't even want people to post them on social media. They wouldn't want their child being on display for the rest of the world, the people that they care about and love about. It's like, keep that a mystery and keep that to yourself. Like this person's getting older in age and they are curious of what life would be like. So they daydream a lot about what life would be like with you, Taurus, under different circumstances, right? They are hesitant about this decision because it's like they don't want to disrupt your peace if they have nothing to offer you. So that scenario as well, it's like if I can't have nothing to offer you, and I can only offer you a friendship, this is why they don't come forward, because they feel like you deserve more than just a friendship, and they don't want to stop or block your vibe or block your potential to meet someone that can give you what it is that you want. But at the same time, with fate here, you are pretty much this person's biggest achievement. You're the only person they ever want to create a family with. You're the only person they ever would want to go half and half on with a life building together. And since they couldn't have it with you, or they're not in the position of success to give it to you, it's like they've doomed themselves to just work, and avoid love. And this person has been feeling like they're getting older. They may have had like a health crisis or something like that. And it's like, I can't keep going on like this. I can't keep, stressing out my body, overworking all these extra hours, driving these long days, and ignoring where I feel called to go. So this urge, this desire to come forward is really, at the top or the forefront of their mind for those that are dealing with a workaholic. And they're like, why won't I just let myself be happy? Why won't I just let myself unconditionally love Taurus and pursue Taurus and create a life with Taurus no matter what has happened in the past? We live and we learn. But part of them has been very stubborn, okay? They could have Taurus Mars, Taurus Venus. And it's like their pride and their ego wouldn't let them move forward with you, Taurus, because of, just feeling like there's an obligation or a duty or there's some type of karma tied to a situation. This is someone that had, again, that same type of program in their subconscious mind where it's like, if you start a family with someone, you got to stick with them, and then you can't change your mind. And if you do change your mind, then you're doomed to just be single for the rest of your life. And even if they didn't start a family with someone else, they're looking at you as someone that they can never be with. And it's because they've subscribed to some type of belief system. Like this is karma and you have to live out your karma. I'm picking up strong scorpionic energy. Taurus as well. And Aquarius. And for those of you that are dealing with a third-party situation where there's a child involved or a new baby involved, someone feels like they're ignoring the emotional manipulation that a karmic partner is trying to project onto them. Okay, they're trying to neutralize the situation. They're ignoring them, like blah, 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 blah. You're sick. You're emotionally not your right self. And if they want to, because this is not quite here yet. So with 3-3 here, someone could have created a life with someone else. And they want to create a life with their sweetheart. Something about sweetheart. The person that they've always wanted to be with. And that doesn't have to necessarily mean a physical child, but it does suggest cultivating something, okay? Whether that's just a life between the two of you. That's still a cultivation. That's still giving birth to a new relationship, right? A new partnership. And so right now there's this season of just asking a whole bunch of questions. And I feel like we're just sitting here observing all the different questions that are coming up, that are being brought to the forefront. No matter what you decide, every choice is going to come with an adventure. It's going to come with its highs, its lows, its good, its bad, but it's an adventure. And you don't have to do it alone. That's what they're saying. So someone is definitely like withdrawing, keeping to themselves, not really communicating with certain ones, trying not to step on someone's toes or make them mad. Someone could also be having like cravings. I'm hearing cravings. So someone may be saying like, man, I can't believe I got to deal with somebody that's having like all those sick symptoms and they're irritable and they're emotional. So someone's trying to be, this could be your person, you take it how it resonates, trying to be empathetic to the condition that someone is currently going through. They are weaker, they are frail, they don't really have a lot. You know, it's like I don't want to leave someone while they're pregnant, you know, have them deal with that by themselves. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So there is someone as well that's contemplating when is the right time. When is the right time to say, okay, the child is old enough, I could go and be with the person I want to be with. Or when is it the right time to pursue happiness over obligation? Those are the questions that are coming up right now in the collective. And some way, somehow, it is tied to a Taurus out here. Let's see. I feel like I want to use this deck here, right? But I also want to do an extended because I don't want to rush the reading. So for the general message, channel message right here on YouTube, that's what I'm getting for you. And for those that are members on my website, talktequila.com, the link to talktequila.com is in the description box. On that website, you'll be able to sign up. I think it's an email subscription or become a member. It'll tell you. It is a free membership. But yeah, for those that are already members, I'm going to send you guys the link for the extended version to this reading. And for those of you that are remaining here on YouTube, and this is where we part, I'm going to close out the YouTube session with Spirit's final message for all of my YouTube viewers. So your message is responding, not reacting. Number 9. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand that we are dealt. That's deep. All right. And then having the strength to be vulnerable. How you respond to the hand that you're dealt. So it's like you guys have been dealt this hand. There's lessons to be learned. But what are you going to do about it? Because you can't get rid of the kids. You can't get rid of the person's purpose. How do you get through it? That's the question. So let's read number 9. and then we'll go over to my website. All right, responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Children cannot control their emotions. Developmentally, their capacity is limited to reflexive reaction until the energy is physically released. As the maiden to the left illustrates, this is why the mother guardian crone or male guardian equivalent is crucial to a child's first 8 years of life. The child is dependent upon the guardian to acknowledge, validate, and hold space for the reality of the child's emotional experience. When a guardian lovingly models for the child how to constructively respond to the full spectrum of unconditional emotions, the child learns how to deal with them effectively. Ideally, the guardian will calmly and appropriately support the child until an uncomfortable emotion abates. It is most helpful when the guardian names the emotion, empathize with the child, and gives assurance that all is or will be okay. When constructive advice is offered on how to restore equilibrium or achieve some form of reconciliation or resolution, the child learns how to process and think in terms of moving forward from an unsettling situation. There is no end to how much such modeling, mentoring, and guidance from a guardian beneficially equips a child for dealing with life throughout every step of it. Emotional support is necessary from a guardian until a child develops the capacity to independently self-regulate when in distress. The maiden to the right of the card demonstrates this internalized ability as she soothes her reactive duplicate to the left. She represents the ideally integrated capacity to diffuse the impulse to react and instead respond after taking the time to consider the most beneficial course of action calmly. You might benefit from responding rather than reacting to a certain person, group, or situation. While our survival mechanism triggers reactive emotions that provide valuable feedback, not to be ignored, to react impulsively has the potential to turn a negative situation into a double negative. Therefore, the maidens encourage you to step away and take time out to consider how you might calmly and most effectively respond. The maidens assure you that you have what it takes to stay in your power and integrity as you gracefully attempt to move amicably forward. Maiden's message: remain in your self-control and therefore integrity as you assert yourself with respect and consideration to all parties involved. Let's see. If a person or circumstance cannot or will not meet you halfway, empower yourself by walking away. As you leave, feel your emotions and empathize with yourself. Let any uncomfortable emotion be acknowledged and energetically released in a safe space and through your preferred form of movement. Take what is to be learnt from the uncomfortable experience and use it to assist you in going forward positively. Taurus, I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. And I will see those of you that are members over on my Talk Tequila website. That link is in the description box. Love you guys. Toodles.